What's up, guys? I got a question from a coaching client of mine recently about motivation and really about, whether or not you should just keep on going, whether you need motivation. This is a common topic. So I thought I would just do a video here to answer him, but also because I think it would be a benefit to you. So I'm going to kind of read you a little bit of what he said here. So he said, I need your input. So the thing is, when I first reached out to you, I was really excited and motivated about the project that we talked about. However, as time has gone by, it waned a bit, well, a ton. And also, I feel like doing the update for the other product that I was working on, it sort of tricked my brain into thinking that I have done enough for the year. It should be, if all goes well, a nice paycheck, but nowhere enough for my goals. So my question is, should I try to re-spark the flame, or is this simply completely normal and just sit down and do the work, whatever I feel, or a bit of both? I appreciate if you can give me some tips. Thanks and have a great day. So let's talk about this. This is totally normal, and this is one of the most important things that you're going to have to understand as an entrepreneur. If you're trying to build a business, if you're trying to build your brand, whatever you're trying to do, if you're even here on YouTube trying to create YouTube videos and trying to create a YouTube channel, you're going to have to understand that no matter what it is, no matter how fun it appears to be, no matter how excited about it you are right now, at some point, you are going to not want to do it. At some point, it's going to feel like work. At some point, it's going to feel just like all the other stuff that you've ever done in your life that you got tired of, and you thought this was different, but maybe this isn't your path. Maybe this isn't your passion. You will feel that. It will feel like what do you call it? Not a drudge. It will feel monotonous. It will feel like something that you don't want to do. I can't think of the word for it, and that's normal, and that's okay. But here's the thing. It's going to wax and it's going to wane. And what you have to do in this case is you can't really try and motivate yourself, right? It's almost like, I don't know, like trying to turn yourself on. It's trying to make yourself hungry. It's trying to, I don't know, like you're not tired and you're trying to make yourself tired. It doesn't work that way. You can't really do that, right? You can't make yourself feel motivated. Now, there's things you can do. You can inspire yourself. You can read books about entrepreneurship. You can do different things. But the biggest thing that you could do is going to be the same solution to what I'm going to give you right now, which is to get momentum, which is to work, just to sit down and work whether you feel like it or not. So either way, it comes down to sitting down and working whether you feel like it or not. And so here's the thing. If you sit down and you just say, I don't need to feel motivated to do this, I'm just going to do what I'm supposed to do, then what's going to happen is if you continually do that, you're going to start to make progress, and progress breeds motivation, right? Basically, momentum breeds motivation. So once you start to get momentum and you start to see that things are happening, it's just like, have you ever played a video game and you just, maybe it's not even that fun, but you start to get into it a little bit, like you start to accomplish something in the video game. Maybe you beat a boss, you level up, whatever it is, and now you're sort of feeling hooked. That's exactly how this works, right? And so what you have to really just do is just sit down and do the work. It's okay. Do not panic. Do not freak out. Do not change course, right? One of the biggest mistakes I've ever made in my life, the biggest mistakes that I've ever made in my life, are the ones where I have changed course too early. There are so many things. There are so many things in my life that I started that I could have been extremely successful at, that I was 5 feet from gold, and I gave up because I was like, I don't know. It's not really working. I don't know if this is really the thing I want to do anymore. I'm bored of it. I'm tired of it. Oh, look, there's a shiny thing over there. Okay. Huge mistake. Do not make that mistake. When you got a good idea, when you got a plan, stick to it. Go through it. Now, it doesn't mean that you're always going to succeed, right? But it's better to complete things, because when you complete things, you gain experience and learning from it. When you stop things short, when you don't put in the effort, you usually don't gain a lot from it. You usually don't, because you haven't seen it through enough, right? And here's the thing about it too, is that almost everything you do, it's impossible to fail if you iterate enough on it. Just about anything, right? I'll give you an example right now, right? So I just launched this last week my Rockstar Developer University, right? What is it? It's a personal branding program for software developers to teach them to build their YouTube channels, podcasts, blogs, write books, speak on stages, all the kind of things to build out their personal brand and get their name out there. Okay. Now, when I started this project probably 6 months ago, and there were some, oh my God, there were some peaks and there were some valleys. There were some times where I was fired up, I was excited about this thing, and there were some times where I said, this is the wrong thing for me. And there was so much stuff in this that I had to figure out in terms of how to even market this thing. And oh my God, I'm not really a salesperson. Okay, I can teach it because I've learned it now, but I hadn't really done a lot of sales calls. I've done some, but I've been learning trial by fire. Okay, and at first I was spending all this advertising money, right? Because I'm trying to not just, I haven't been as organically promoting this. I'm trying to learn something new. So I'm like, okay, I'm running Facebook ads, right? And, I'm watching my bank account just boom, just, taking hits after hits. But I'm committed to this because I'm learning. I'm like, okay, I just got to figure out how to get sales calls booked. Then I got to figure out how to do sales calls. And so I'm doing sales calls and it's just no. And then something clicks and I get a sale. Okay. And then I get another sale. And now the system is cranking, right? Now I have a lot of students in the program, right? Now I have a lot of sales calls booked. Now I'm confident. I'm still learning how to do sales. But my point in this is that there's so many times along this path that I wanted to give up, right? But most likely, right, at this point, looking at the trajectory here, this will probably be the most significant thing that I have built in my life in terms of business revenue, right? It's very easily going to be a multi-million-dollar business, but I'm following this through. I've been following this through for 6 months without seeing a penny, and now finally I'm making some money from this, but I'm reinvesting all the money back into the program, right? So does that make sense? Do you understand what I'm saying about this? Is that if I didn't just sit down and do the work, if I didn't just take that leap of faith and just say, hey, this might be hard right now. I'm not sure about this, but I'm going to do the best that I can with what I know and going forward with the plan, whether I feel like it or not, then I wouldn't have gotten here. I would have stopped. Right. And so that's a big thing. Right. And by the way, if you want to get involved in the program, you want to check it out, get on a sales call with me and see if it's a good fit for you. If you're a software developer, you'd like to build your personal brand, obviously, if you know me, I have wrote books. I sold $1 million worth of this book, actually made $1 million profit from this book, self-published, spoken on stages, grown YouTube channels, helped other people build businesses and brands and all that stuff. So you probably know my credentials. But if you're interested, there's a link down below in the description of this video, and I'll see you next time.